up, Woody Nerdigans? This is the one and only Packer Girl 89 of Nerdigans, and get today's Manga Nerdigan live reaction video is going to be for Kanojo chapter 144. So before I get into this final live reaction, let me just remind you to hit that like, share, and subscribe buttons. And because, of course, this channel, let alone this video, are not sponsored. If you love what we're doing and want to help keep this operation alive and kicking so we can keep bringing you more anime and manga content, whether it be news, analysis, or live reactions like this one, feel free to hit up our Cash App and PayPal. Links are in the description box below. So, fam, I'm scared for this. I'm really scared for this ending. But how final live reactions work are there's no recaps. I'm just going to dive into this chapter. And after that, especially with this situation, because we're getting a harem ending, I'm going to give my thoughts on the ending, obviously. And then I'm going to talk about each character. And what, especially with what could have been done to improve this series. Because my God, I am not happy with how things have gone down up in here. I'm really not happy. But anyways, without further ado, let's get to this chapter, see how this series is going to end. But man, Hiroyuki, you are sucking up to me with this color page. Ending with a flourish. Damn straight you are. I love everyone. I don't love everyone here. I do love that you have Shino here with Mirka, and she's like on the far left side of the page, on the opposite side, the far opposite side of the page from Saki, because one, Saki's a complete bitch to her, and Shino gets treated better by Mirka, seriously. And you have Saki next to Manase, who, let's be real, Saki treats Manase more like a friend than she ever treated Shino. I don't understand why, but whatever. Here we go. Sometime later, a story that began with 2 timing has now moved on to 4 timing. I'm not happy with this. To have 4 times the amount of happiness for 4 girls. Lunch is ready. Whoa, so good. Saki, you, I grilled at me for Noya. I can't stand this bitch. Well, Mirka-san, this tea is great. This chapter, final chapter, is titled Girlfriend, Girlfriend. Everyone's getting along. I'm gonna punch this bitch in the face. I hate Noya. I really do. Hate is a strong word, but goddamn, Noya is like, you thought Kazuya was the worst harem protagonist? Nah, that is you, Noya. Get off me, Mirka. It's your own damn fault. Well, let's not fight, okay? Noisy. I love Shino ignoring this. She's just like, why do I have to deal with this? Good grief. Mirka lost a fair amount of subscribers as a result of that stream. But she still had plenty of fans who were there for her content. Oh, my subscriber count went up again. So she's still making videos and working hard to reach 1 million subs again. By the way, she's still sleeping in her tent in the garden. She's allowed in, though. Oni-chan, I'm used to this now. So strong. Damn, woman. Saki-chan is working hard to achieve her own dream. Time to start streaming. She frequently collabs with Mirka-san. Dude, she's threatening Mirka. She's, oh God. If you don't want me to start, oh dude, it's not threatening. This is blackmail. Oh, if you don't want me to start complaining about Noya's 4 timing and then collab with me, Mirka, you should have walked away. And also, Saki, why? What? You are weaponizing this. You do not love Noya. You don't. This is so fucked up. You are using Noya. She's been using Noya this entire time. I can't stand this bitch. If you're a Saki stan, that's on you. You must be a glutton for punishment. You must love being a submissive. I can't stand this bitch. Their bickering is quite popular. Die, cow tits. Quit it, Flatty. If both of their channels benefit from it, this bitch shouldn't benefit from anything. They're working very hard. You're getting tricked, Noya. Thank you! Mirka, where was this earlier? Mirka should have said this to Shino. She should have said this to Noya. Multiple times. Where was this? What should I make today? Manase-san is trained to go to culinary school, and right now she ain't doing shit either. She's just basically the maid. And the chef. That's all she is? She don't do shit! Having decided on her future and seeing everyone enjoy her food are both motivating her to work even harder. So good. So good. Eat up. Delish. I could still make plenty, so eat all you want. Oh yeah, she wants to be... She don't even give a shit if she's the mistress. Like, come on. Are you planning on fattening us up so that you're the only one who stays pretty? I wouldn't do something like that. Looks like she did consider it. Shino-san's vast knowledge supports everyone else. This dream is a gold mine. I should buy something nice. Did you consider next year's taxes? Shino, where have you been? Be careful about buying... You should be helping this hoe! This hoe has fucked you over! Be careful about buying things that can't be deducted, and you should consider having at least this much saved up. Stop! She always helps me study. See, Shino's the only one that actually can... Well, Mirka does too, let's be real. Like, Shino and Mirka are the only ones that actually care about Noya. Minase is infatuated at most. You do it like this. That's right, you're doing it. Mukai-kun, you're amazing. And she's always kind of lewd. See, she down for her mans. And, hey, Shino, you're sucking up to Noya again. Are you trying to do something lewd? Bitch, you agreed to this relationship. Why the fuck do you care? You should be wanting to join in, if anything. And Shino, why are you apologizing for this? No, I'm not. Noya, how much does she try to kiss you? Why should you even answer her? Shino-san's in the lead. Yeah! That's my girl! A girl, see? Why isn't he just with Shino? He should just be with Shino! My point! Shino-san's in the lead with an average of 2.3 times per day. Or, thought so. Why are you... Shino? Why are you being shamed for this? You should be proud and be like, yeah, so what? At least I kissed my mans. What about you? Shino, you should shave her right back. Oh God, this is why I'm pissed about what's happened to like Shino and Mirka's character. And look at that. Her, like, Mirka, like, why aren't you telling her to fuck off? Mirka, you should be like, dude, why are you shaming her? She's Noya's girlfriend too. He can do whatever the fuck he wants. Don't worry, Saki-chan. I wouldn't try to... Oh my god. I wouldn't try doing any lewd stuff by just going with the flow. Why? Having everyone trust me so that we could be together is the most important thing to me. This is not going to work. Until we can figure out a solution that everyone agrees with, I'll keep controlling myself. Oh yeah, even if we end up never doing anything lewd for our whole lives, that's how determined I am. What? That's not a good thing at all. She's right. I know you won't be able to resist if I seriously attack you with my boobs. I also don't know if I like that, Noya-kun. But here's the thing. You know how shit works? In terms of going with the flow? The fact that Shino has gotten more action than the rest of them shows you who has the most chemistry with him. I hate to say it, but Mirka, I feel like you've been friend-zoned. Saki, Saki, I think Noya's just a glutton for punishment. But I don't know, maybe... good grief, how do you not get tired surrounded by 4 women every day? Saki, you wish you were surrounded by... Well, you technically are surrounded by 3 women every day. But you want to be Noya so bad. You wish all those women were all over you. You're jealous. You want to steal the harem. We know this. It's because I'm just so happy. You really always were a strange guy. I wouldn't say so. Huh? When I was small, I used to be very conscious of how people saw me, so I wasn't good at expressing myself. Were you really? I ended up regretting a lot of things I did, but I was just too afraid of being disliked. And then one day I met you. Everyone's going to play tag now. Yeah. Saki-chan, you were always so honest with your feelings. Why is this here? This should have been earlier. This should have been like way back when Saki-chan was feeling like shit about the two-timing and went into hiding. That's when this should have been. Why is this here? I want to play games, though. You want to play with me? Are you making fun of me? When I saw that, and that straightforward smile of yours, I couldn't help but be charmed. Let's go, Noya-kun. Then I fell in love with you, and that's when I decided that I wanted to be someone who could always be straightforward just like you. So I've always admired you. You should have done this. Where was this when he was trying to win Saki back? Why wasn't this there? Why? This makes no sense. Why is this here? I hate that this is here. This chapter's a clusterfuck. I never knew. Hiroyuki, I'm going to stress it, because Manga do watch my content, by the way. Hiroyuki, I'm not saying this to be a jackass. I'm not, all this is constructive criticism on the writing, on the content. I'm not attacking the mangaka personally. No. It's just stuff like this irritates the hell out of me. I don't like how much of a clusterfuck this is. It is driving me up the wall. Oh my god. Well, since I'm so straightforward, allow me to tell you a certain truth. Ever since you asked me to start two-timing, a lot of stuff happened, and our relationship started to look absurd to other people. No, it didn't. It only looked absurd to, Noya's mom. And maybe, Minase's mom. Everyone else was down with it. What the hell are you talking about? And also, you thought it was absurd, Saki. You are projecting. Again, Saki is projecting. And maybe Mirka too. But Saki is projecting. Oh wait, technically Shino as well. Yeah, it was Shino, Mirka, and Minase's mom, and Noya's mom. Yeah. And Saki. So, Saki, what are you talking about? Right now I'm having tons of fun. Yeah, you're having tons of fun trying to steal the harem. That's what you're doing. Saki-chan, wait, are you saying that it's my fault that you ended up becoming a guy who's able to read the mood? I like this, though. Wait, so that's why you became the sort of guy who would ask his girlfriend to allow him to start two-timing? I don't like the sound of that. Again, why was this not back when he was trying to win Saki back? This should have been back then. This would have worked so much better. Well, whatever. We're back. Again, look at this. Mirka has her arm over Shino's shoulder. See, Mirka, where was my Mirka Shino contest throughout the manga? I was robbed. See what I mean? Like, Mirka's protecting Shino. I needed more Mirka and Shino content. Like, this was some bullshit. I was robbed. Look at this. See, Mirka is more of a friend to Shino than Saki ever was. And look at that. Saki is right next to Minase. Oh, God. Mirka, I swear, you and Shino deserve better than this shit. So after all that, I decided that I'd start dating all four of them. What? I won't allow this. I knew it wouldn't stop at just two. Hiroyuki, why wasn't this sooner? This should have been, like, way back, when Saki was going through her shit. This was in the wrong spot. Alright, let me give you my thoughts on, this ending. This ending was a fucking clusterfuck. I'm sorry, Hiroyuki. I'm telling you like it is. A lot of the content here should have been when Saki was going through her feelings. That's when it should have been. Like the stuff where, Noya was talking about her feelings for Saki. Shit, you could have had that content even sooner than that. Now that I think about it. You could have had it like when they were on the beach, like right before before Noya and Shino were went missing and were, had their overnight thing on the deserted island. You could have had it then. That was a messed up. That would have actually flowed a lot better, and then you would have the Shino and Noya content, and then when they came back, then you would have the guilt trip, and it would have worked so much better. Oh, it would have flowed so much better. But anyways, and then the parent stuff should have been like when Saki was up in her feelings. Noya should have sought advice from his mama about this. At least in my opinion. But now let's get to each character here. Let's start off with Manase. Manase, why the fuck was she here? Why? There was nothing with Manase. Well, barely anything with Manase. If Manase would have left, I would have been fine with that. There was no reason for her to be here. None. I've said it throughout the entire, series. There was like almost no reason for her to be here. None. She was not in love with Noya. She was infatuated. And hell, look at what happened in the throughout the series. There was basically almost no chemistry between them. With Saki, well, I got a lot to say on Saki. I will save my piece about Saki. I'll save that for last. Now with Mirka, as I said, the thing with Mirka is that I wanted shit with Mirka and Shino, like the stuff we had in Okinawa, where Mirka and Shino like teamed up together. I wanted more of that, especially since we saw what happened with Shino. Making moves on Noya. And we saw on that page where, and hell, even in the color spread, we saw how Mirka was protective of Shino. I wanted more of that. Yeah, we had the study session and stuff like that, but I wanted to see Mirka, like, just shut Saki down and be like, why the fuck are you treating your friend like this? And also, I wanted to see, like, Mirka tell Shino, why the fuck are you, letting this bitch shame you? You shouldn't be ashamed of kissing your mans. You shouldn't be ashamed of doing lewd shit with your mans. You shouldn't. You should, and also that she should be fighting for her mans. Like, where was that? I wanted to see more of that. I'm sad we didn't get that. That was such a missed opportunity. I'm really saddened by that. And then in regards to, like, near the end, the past few chapters, I would have rather seen, since we didn't get the Shino Mirka stuff, which I'm really, really pissed about that, I would have rather seen Mirka walk the fuck away from this than see her character assassinated. Because let's be real, her character was assassinated the moment she agreed to join the harem. You could have just had the harem with Shino, Manase, and Saki, even though with Shino is demeaning herself. She deserves better than this shit, too. She does. But Mirka, you sunk so low. I know that love makes you do stupid things. It really does. But this? No. No way, Mirka. You look like shit doing this. But then, let's get to... Do I want to save Saki for last, or do I want to save Shino for last? Well, I'll talk about Shino first. With Shino, I feel like part of me wants to save Shino for last, because I got a lot to say about Shino, too. Because that was my number 1. Mirka was my number 2, but you know what? I'm going to save you for last, Shino. Let's talk about Saki, because I got a lot to say about Saki. Then I'll talk about Shino. You know what? Never mind. I'll talk about Shino. Saki gotta take a little while. Here's my thing with Shino. Shinoya was the T. The writing, man. No, I gotta say my shit about Saki, and then I'll say my shit about Shino, because that involves the writing in general. Here's my thing with Saki, okay? Saki is a complete bitch. She's one of the worst girls in all of manga and anime and manhwa, period. She's not, she ain't close to, like, the top 2. No. There's worse, but she's, like, at least in the top 10. the fact that like she didn't get, I'm still mad at Shino for not ever calling her out on this, mind you, but it had like the moment Shino brought it up, and that was a while ago. It always stuck with me that Saki didn't have feelings for Noya like that, and it's true. Saki is just taking advantage of Noya. She's just using him. Now it's mainly for the harem. I think it's always been for the harem. I think for a while it was just as a guilt trip kind of thing. To make him feel like she was gonna use him for everything. No, it wasn't guilt trip for her per se. She was gonna try and use him and like fuck him over because she was getting fucked over. But like as it went on, then there was the whole thing with Noya and Shino going missing, and then she felt like shit. But the thing is, though, and we saw it like obviously when it was just her and Noya in the house and in bed, and how awkward it was. There was like no chemistry there. Like with Shino, you saw the chemistry. We got the full backstory of their relationship. From the get-go, it looked like Shinoya was gonna be the shit. That's what was gonna be endgame. Saki and Noya, it just did not make sense. There was no reason for them to be together. None. It just looked, that relationship is so toxic. Unless Noya likes to be a submissive, that's on him. But notice the whole time, minus maybe a couple of times when they kissed, and it looked forced. It was forced with Saki and Noya. It was very, very forced. But there's nothing there. At least with Minase, I'll give Minase this. Minase at least had a little bit, somewhat of chemistry with Noya compared to Saki. There's nothing there. Nothing. There is nothing there. There's no reason for Saki to be with him. There's no reason for Minase to be with him. Mirka, you could make the argument because with Mirka, as I said, Mirka was, getting to know Noya the right way, and they were, developing feelings for each other. So Mirka made sense. Now with Shino, as I said, and let me go back to Saki for a second. You saw how we found out about how Noya fell for Saki in this chapter. We never found out how Saki fell for Noya. Besides the fact, I think the only thing was that we have was Noya following Saki around, and then she just caved. There's no reason why this harem should exist. None. Based on the writing, there's no reason that Saki should be there, that Minase should be there. Again, if anything, you could make the argument for Mirka, maybe. If Mirka was going to swallow up her pride. But, like, the competition, in all reality, should have been, again, I'm putting my bias aside, I'm going based off the writing, should have been between Shino and Mirka. The other thing that's bugging me is that Noya is supposed to be straightforward. Noya is not being, I know I'm sounding like an asshole, but I know it's, this is Haruyuki's series and all that, and his characters, but when their characters shit, for Haruyuki, this is your writing here that I'm talking about. Noya is supposed to be straightforward and be honest with himself about his feelings and all that. He's not. He is not being honest. He is not being honest about how awkward shit is between him and Saki. He's not being. He said that he actually has kissed Shino like 2.3 more times than any of them. That should say something. That's the thing that I'm so confused about. Like, out of all of them, he has the most chemistry with Shino. I'm so confused about this. I don't understand. That's why this like how this ending is just so how we got this is such a clusterfuck of a manga. It is. Would I say it's worse than Kanojo Mo Kanojo? No, Kanojo Mo Kanojo is a different beast of clusterfuck. It is. Nah, that one is a different beast of a clusterfuck. This isn't as bad as that. But is it bad? This series has had problems for a while. It has, but it has had its good moments. But it wasn't like it was all of a sudden a clusterfuck like Domestic Not Kanojo. But here's what I think. I already kind of said what should have happened in regards to improving it, where if Noya was really honest with himself, first of all, again, Shino and or Mirka should have called Saki on her shit about not having feelings for Noya. And also Noya, if he was honest with himself, should have called the awkwardness out and called out the shit about, yeah, how come I'm kissing Shino and having more chemistry with Shino and Mirka than Saki and Manase? Something is up. I don't know why it's weird. Like, the logic just doesn't make sense. But in the case of endings, I'm going to compare this to, like, the Toba no Hanayome and We Never Learn. What Hiroyuki could have done here is we could have had, like, We Never Learn, if we would have had alternative endings here, where obviously Shino would have been the first alternative ending, and I would have been very happy. And then Mirka and Saki and the Manase. Then you could write out scenarios on how things would work. Or fuck, you could have had an alternative ending included where they, obviously like this one, where they're in a harem. I would be fine with that. Fine. With Gotoma no Hanayome, that ending was bizarre, but we all knew who was what Usagi got with Yotsuba. And the thing is with that romance was so good, though. Both of the romances in We Never Learn and Gotoma no Hanayome were good because the MCs were good. But here, I'm sorry, Hiroyuki, but Noya is just not that good of a harem MC. I think that's part of the downfall of this manga is Noya himself. Noya's the downfall of this. The writing, yes. I would say the second, when the writing became a real problem, as I said, it was after Shino's confession on the island. On the deserted island. That's when shit went downhill. After that confession and all that. After the Okinawa arc. That's when this manga went downhill. Started going downhill. In my opinion. But I'm very curious what you guys think about this manga, about this ending, and about this series. As I said, if we would have had more Mirka and Shino versus Manase and Saki, that would have worked out nicely. If we would have gotten Saki, more of Saki and Noya, Noya's feeling, how Noya had developed feelings for Saki sooner, and gotten more insight from Saki's perspective on how she got. Which I think we somewhat got. I know we got it from Shino, but Noya needed to hear it firsthand. He did, because then he would see it for the fuckery that it is. And I think Manase needed a little more something. But as I said, in regards to Shino in particular, Mirka needed to step the fuck up and get Shino out of this rut and help her get her to stand. And hell, even that's another problem with Noya. Noya knows what's happening is wrong with Saki shaming Shino like this. Why isn't he standing up for his waifu? That's the other problem. Noya could be stopping this too, and he didn't. But anyways, I know this video is long, but goddamn, did I have a lot to say about this series. There were so many problems. And again, this is constructive criticism. This could have been avoided. It could have been avoided. But I'm curious what you guys thought of this manga. What do you think could have been done to improve the writing, in your opinion? Do you guys like what I was thinking? Did you like this ending, or do you think it was a little bit of a clusterfuck like I do? Because, oh man, this is definitely a clusterfuck of an ending. This is a chaotic ending. Like, a lot of the stuff that's in this ending should have been earlier, in my opinion. But let me know your thoughts in the comment section below, and remember to like, comment, share, and subscribe to Nerdigans Inc. Love what we're doing and want to help keep this operation alive and kicking so we can keep bringing you more manga content. A few ways you could do that. Donate to our Cash App, PayPal, Patreon. Purchase something off our Amazon wishlist. All that's in the description box below. Also, make sure you follow us on Twitter, Twitch, Discord, friend us on PlayStation Network. That's in the description box below as well. Till next time, Nerdigans, I will be seeing you later. Bye.